Hi, welcome to So Get the Podcast. I'm Katie. Let's get the show started. Before I get the show started today, my thoughts and prayers goes out to everyone, every hour, every second, every day, every minute. It's a tragedy happening in the world today. We need to take care of one another. But we're back again. Today's show, this one here, so it's a lot that I want to bring to you all's attention. I hope everyone's doing well. This weather is crazy. It's back and forth. It's windy, rainy. One moment it's cold, one moment it's 60 degrees, one moment it's 20, 30 degrees. I don't know what's going on. So make sure you all have your, your vitamins and your remedies in your system, because you only get one temple. So today I would like to start off with Jackson, Mississippi. Yes, I'm going to start off with Jackson, Mississippi. Yes, it's unfortunate. This is a tragedy that's been going on and just now coming to people's attention, that it was 215 bodies that was found in Jackson, Mississippi, which was exposed, discovered, buried in unmarked graves behind a state jail. Families of the deceased were left in the dark until last month. Some grave sites were only identified by a number and metal rods, raising concerns about the lack of transparency and respect in the handling of the deceased. The families of the deceased attorneys are calling for a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the unmarked graves. The revelation began with the Dexter Wade's death in March of 2023, in which a police officer fatally hit him. Shockingly, his family was not informed of his death, and he was buried without their knowledge. Activist author Silky Slim Reed, alongside attorney Ben Crump, sheds light on the distressing details. Wade's case took a disturbing turn when it was revealed that he had identification was given to lead detective by the medical exam. However, the detective claimed to have called without receiving an answer and took no further action. Reed says that the situation in Mississippi is deeply troubling, with 6 additional bodies now discovered in similar unmarked graves. Reed described the grim scene at the burial site, where buzzards flew overhead. The body was placed in shallow grave without embalming, leading to disturbing stench that attracted scavengers. This is crazy. He emphasized the inhumanity of such treatment and calls for more dignified handling of the deceased. The families affected were not notified, and many still believe their loved ones were missing. Reed emphasized that this issues extend beyond race, as both white and black individuals are buried in the same manner. The lack of identification and the practice of assigning only numbers to grave further compound of the families involved. In Dexter Wade's case, numerous civil rights were violated. The families affected are demanding justice and transparency. It's just a lot to continue to read. People are, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what's going through their mental when it comes to the people, how they've been taken care of, especially the deceased, even the living. Like I said, that someone got hit and the person passed away and they didn't even notify the family and they just buried them. Like, I want the people to continue to wake up and realize that those who are in position of some sort of power that you believe to be there for you, to assist you with something that's tragedy happened to you, or you just need help. And it seems as though that they still don't care about you or your loved ones, about your well-being, your finances, your health. It doesn't matter. 215 bodies just now being identified behind a jail in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, to be exact, without notifying the families. How much more do you need to know that people in corporate America, not all, but most don't care nothing about you. They just want what they want, and then they would toss you wayside like you're nothing, like you doesn't mean anything to society. And this is where we are. And around this time, people treating each other like they don't mean anything. I know people are surviving, but don't make it right to treat one another like you don't mean anything to anyone else. Now, maybe to you, the individual group might not mean anything to you, but someone care about them. It's unfortunate that this is taking place, but I'm glad that there are lights being shined on, as they say, Catwoman said, the other side, those who don't want the best for you. It's time to stand up for what's right, the people. So moving forward, my thoughts and prayers goes out to all of the families that's involved in unfortunate situation. This platform is health as wealth. Gummy candy. Yes, gummy candy is on my radar. I know the kids, even adults, love candy, It's unfortunate this is on my radar, and I gotta speak to it. I'll speak on it too as well. Gummy candies leaves toddler paralyzed for the rest of her life, family's lawsuit says. A 3-year-old California girl is now paralyzed after her family says she choked on a gummy candy that got stuck in her airway, according to a lawsuit filed by the girl's parent. Amelie Paradis, sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, was described as a vibrant and thriving child until she ate a candy land gummy dot on December 13, 2022, according to a January 4th news release from the family's attorney, Thomas Bosworth. Amelie choked on the candy, and it became lodged into her throat, blocking her airways, the lawsuit says. Her parents rushed to help her and drove her to the hospital. Medical professionals tried to suction the candy out of her throat, but it was extremely difficult due to the excessive stickiness of the product and its extraordinary lack of pliability. The lawsuit said eventually the doctors removed the candy from her airways, but by then Amelie had suffered profound hyperox due to the prolonged lack of oxygen, Bosworth said. Amelie sustained irreversible brain damage, and as a result of her injuries from choking on the candy, the lawsuit said these candies was a ticking time bomb, as Bosworth said. Amelie is now permanently disabled, unable to speak, unable to swallow, and unable to move for the rest of her life. The lawsuit says that once chewed, the Candyland gummy dots can become an extreme sticky glue-like mass that become almost impossible to extract. There are no safety or hazard warning on the candy, according to the lawsuit. The pastel color candy is made by the Philadelphia-based Frankfurt Candy and toy giant Hasbro. The lawsuit filed December 28th in Philadelphia is seeking more than $50,000 in compensation for damages. I don't know if that's even enough for what has happened, allegedly. At the end, these things can happen. being in business, providing a service and or product, you have to most likely cover all the, the guidelines, things in that nature to make sure that for things like this that take place, that, the company, the business is protected. It's unfortunate that this happened to this 3-year-old child, and now she's permanently disabled for the rest of her life. It could have happened to any one of our children, or nephews or nieces, about, this tragedy here. And I hope everything, turns out the way it should, and, a speedy recovery for her, because, nothing is impossible to recover from, So my thoughts and prayers goes out to her. It's unfortunate that taking place, and, I had to bring that to you all's attention. Everyone pay attention to your kids. I know kids going to play and parents going to do adults type things and talk and converse or party, whatever it may be. I just hope that we pay more attention to their kids. It's a lot that's taking place in the world today. I don't know what the parents was doing at that time that child was going through what she was going through. We just need to be more mindful and aware of where our babies are and what they're doing. Okay, moving forward. Now let's get to, seem like every week on this platform, doesn't matter what entity, the name brand, or it's been taking place in the world, that, these numbers continue to jobs and jobs that's available, and seem like they saying they've been creating more jobs, and seem like, these jobs are just laying more people off. So I don't. So it's good to do research. Oh, so on my radar is BlackRock. Yes, they are on my radar. BlackRock is definitely on my radar. Well, they have, as of right now, they saying that 600 jobs to be cut at the financial firm report. A new report claims that the BlackRock, the largest investment firm in the world, is preparing to announce 600 job cuts. The report suggests that the layoff announcement could be made in just a matter of days. According to the Fox Business, expected job cuts of roughly 600 employees represent approximately 3% of the company's current workforce. Fox Business reported that a source familiar with the matter described that the layoffs as a routine operation of the money management company. The job cuts would amount to roughly 600 positions based on BlackRock's workforce of 19,800 at the end of December 22. The last time its employee numbers were updated, no single team will be focused of the cuts, according to a source at the firm. Shares of the asset managers are up about 5% over the last 12 months, well behind the roughly 22% gain in the benchmark S&P 500. So I'm not going to say too much more about it. It's just another one. Like I said, even these big-time corporations in corporate America are laying people off, cutting budget, or they just downgrading infrastructure. So whatever it may be, it's a lot of this taking place. I know some people might say, well, that company or this company don't have anything to do with you because you don't even purchase any product or service from them or even work for them. So you feel as though it doesn't affect. It just hasn't knocked at the door. Give me a second. It hasn't approached your doorstep yet. It's not affecting you because, like I said, it doesn't have anything to do with you or your loved ones as of yet. These things are going to enhance. It's not going to get better. So what are you going to do, as people, to take care of yourself and your loved ones, just in case that you get that knock at your door? Then what? So I want people to continue to look to do things differently, to possibly do things for yourself, try something new, do something that you always wanted to do with yourself and on your loved ones to have not only a better life right now in real time, but in the very near future. People have to be mindful and think about those things, and that's leading yourself and your loved ones down the line. Is it going to, these things that's happening now, is it going to affect you in the long run if you don't make the right decision? Okay, moving forward. So, I like to go back, to the sponsors on the show, the Credit Suit. You can follow them for free training or improving your fund ability, building business credit, and getting funding for your business. Credit Suit Business Credit. Link will be in the bio and or at the bottom of this post for details for entrepreneurs. And several links in the bio, that can actually help you, will help you. Someone would assist you with anything that you would need to help further your career in your entrepreneurship journey. That's the wave. That's the way to provide yourself and your loved ones with a better opportunity in the very near future. Because, as I stated, these jobs just laying people off like there's no tomorrow. Okay, so moving forward, next on my radar is Unity. They are laying off 25% of its staff. Unity is undergoing yet another layoff, and this time it's going to affect about 25% of its entirely workforce, around 1,800 employees. In the filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the company which makes the popular game engine Unity said it's making the cuts as it's restructuring and refocusing on its core business and to position itself for long-term and profitable growth. Unity has been through several rounds of layoffs within the past year, with the most recent one affecting 265 workers last November. However, it's still not clear whether Unity is cutting 1,800 additional workers on top of the layoffs. As announced last year, we reached to Unity for clarification. Last year, layoffs came just weeks after the company made changes to Unity's pricing model that frustrated developers. Unity ended up walking back parts of the new policy as a result, while former CEO John Riccitiello resigned today as part of this statement made today as part of our company reset outlining over shareholders letters on November 9, 2023, we announced that Unity has made the difficult decisions to implement a workforce reduction, targeting approximately 25% of our total workforce across all teams. Kelly Eakins, Unity's director of PR, says in a statement to The Verge, this decision was not taken lightly and was extended our deepest gratitude to those affected for their dedication and contribution. Unity, which is utilized by popular games like Fall Guys and Pokemon Go, is just one of the major gaming companies that has been hit with layoffs over the past year. Epic Games, EA, Naughty Dog, and many more developers have issued job cuts affecting more than 9,000 people in the industry in 2023. That's another one. And there's going to be another one when the next show come out next. And there's going to be another one. So, at the end, So Gifted, Monumental Music Group, and EUSE is here to help, been helping, will continue to help those who are looking to do what they want to do. Always love to do and or try. They just ain't know or have the know-how. Like I said, on this platform in the bio, people can assist you. If you're looking to start a business, you just started, to get funded, to help you with, your portfolio, credit. It doesn't really matter, to help you get to where you need to be, where you have your vision for yourself and your loved ones. You have someone in corporate America. It's not all of anyone, not all of anything. It's still some people out here that truly are helping and still want to help and will continue to help. Sometimes the answer is right in front of your face. So, moving forward, last but not least, this one here is, I believe previous episodes I spoke about, things like cyber attacks and, things that's being hacked and all these different things that's taking place in the world. That hasn't stopped. No, you have people that's willing to do whatever they need to do to survive, even if it's hacking your equipment or your technology. I saw this movie. I don't really watch too many movies. If I do, it has to be something that stimulate the mind, and or that helps with my everyday. I don't say work. I say living in my gift. If it doesn't enhance or add to what I have already, I just don't be entertained by it. That's just who I am. If I'm around other things that people are doing whatever they love to do, I just respectfully just remove myself and just place my mental on something that can, help me and my loved ones and pushing forward with what I have going on, So I ended up watching, it was a movie. It was produced by previous president, I believe Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, Leave the World Behind. If that's the name of the movie. It was a very interesting movie. It's on Netflix, It's out, came out early December, I believe. It's a very interesting movie. I don't want to say too much, but in that type of movie is relative to this last report that I'm stating. I know what they say, you can't teach all dogs new tricks. People are stuck in their ways, things of that nature, and rightfully so. Whatever your choice is, that's your choice. You have the right for that. People can't ignore what's happening. Now, people might say, oh, they don't believe in whatever the case may be. That's fine too as well. That's your choice. But the question is, what if it is? How's you ready and or prepared for what you don't believe in? Well, how can you get prepared for something? Well, you can be prepared for a lot of different things, by doing research and homework, just stimulate your mind and just open up your mind, just outside the box, That movie is very interesting. It was a scene in that movie that had a lot to do or had something to do with, like the manufacturing of these cars as of late on this platform. Been speaking about some of these big time brands in corporate America recalling their vehicles. And it's a particular brand in that movie, I believe is next on that list, already on that list. And they saying that this is the future. And if that vehicle is the future, it's not looking too bright. It's not looking too bright. So but at the end of that movie, it definitely it will throw you off. Let me just say that, for lack of a term. But LockBit Ransomware is on my radar. Hits another U.S. healthcare firm threatens to leak customers' data. The operators of the notorious LockBit ransomware have assumed responsibility for a cyber attack against Capitol Health Hospital that took place in late November 2023. As reported by Bleeping Computer, the group has added the healthcare institution to its data leak website and is threatening to release the stolen data soon unless the ransom demand is met. The group claims to have stolen 7 TB of sensitive medical data in the attack. The statement, we purposely didn't encrypt this hospital so as not to interfere with patient care. We just stole over 10 million files, the threats actors said on the data leak site. The ransomware attack is highly disruptive. It encrypts all of the data on the target system. Give me a second, sorry. The entire infrastructure unusable until either a backup is restored or a decryption key is obtained. Thus, unencrypting key organizations such as the infrastructure operators, hospitals, and similar could result in the loss of life, which the triggers DEFCON 1 for law enforcement. Ransomware groups that target key infrastructure operators usually end up being dismantled by the police, as was the case with the Dark Side, which attacked Colonial Pipeline back in 2021. LockBit, on the other hand, is a ransomware as a service where different affiliate groups can use the tool as long as they are complied with a few rules set up by the developers. One of the rules is not to match with hospitals and key infrastructures organization. In fact, when an affiliate targeted the Sick Kids Hospital for sick children in January last year, LockBit's owners publicly apologized, developed the decryptors for free, and cut ties with the affiliate. However, Bleeping Computer reports that his rules is broken as was when the it was happening in Germany, as the Cottage Area Hospital and the Claxton Hepburn Medical Center in the upstate New York was attacked. So I believe like I said, I might have spoke several episodes a long time ago about people being in hospitals and they was hacking things in the hospitals, like the IVs and things of that nature. No one's safe. No one is safe. That's why you have to be mindful what's happening in the world right now. I know. You should not live in fear. No, you should not live in fear. On the other side of fear is success. On the other side of fear is peace. On the other side of fear, is God. So what I'm saying is you should not live in fear, but you still have to be mindful of what's going on around you so you can know how to maneuver and move and prepare yourself, how to step, two-step, pivot, whatever you want to say, especially if you have kids. Now, if you're on your own, then, you just surviving, doing what you have to do. But most of us, most in the world today have people that care about us, or we care about it. Even if it's humans or animals or whatever it may be, we got to take care of one another. And as humanity, as people, things that's taking place in the world today, a lot of things that was being done in the dark is coming to the light. Doesn't matter what position and or role that you have in this life. Doesn't matter how much money or finances that you have, or even the good that you may have done. And if you did any wrong, it's coming to the light. On this side, Monumental Music Group, EUSC, and So Gifted. We on this side, whoever's on the other side is just on the other side. But this is the best side.